Hello, hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Aquarius. This is January 11th through the 13th. Of course, early in the day on the 11th, 1/11, we will have that Capricorn new moon happening. So we're coming off that new moon, heading, now the moon's going to start to get brighter. So waxing moon in Aquarius. And this is kind of like if the Capricorn new moon didn't launch you, like we're heading into that, right? Where we're going to be, we're less than 10 days away from Pluto in Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, and then before the end of Aquarius season, all of the personal planets will be in Aquarius. My weird little Aquarius self is pretty stoked about all that. Okay. So while this moon is in Aquarius, and there were lots of transits around that new moon, and however, now Mercury is going to be moving back into the galactic center. Talked about this a little bit before. As Mercury begins to finish up its time in Sagittarius, coming off of its retrograde, as it went direct when the January 1st, of course. And then it will be back in Capricorn by the 13th. And I don't know offhand if the moon will still be in Aquarius or if it will have ingressed into Pisces by then. But either way, the point is that you can probably expect to feel a lot of downloaded energy, right? From your ancestors, from your guardian tribe, however you look at that. Aquarius is also a little bit rebellious and disruptive. Obviously, Uranus is its ruler. And so things could get disruptive this weekend. Things could also be like spoken this weekend. This could be a big weekend for truth and whatnot. So just kind of be open, be a little bit on your guard. I know there's a lot of wild information from global situations all the way on down to probably industry specific. I know the spiritual community, we are really going through it with a lot of, you know, astrologers and tarot readers that are coming out and saying they're not doing astrology and tarot anymore, and denouncing it, demonizing it, and those sorts of things. And what I will say from my own personal perspective, I do not demonize what I do. I do it because I love the work. I love what it's given me. I love what it gives for the people whom I serve. And so, just wanting to put that out there. I try to be with integrity, authentic, and real. I also try to keep my content around personal development, because it's part of my coaching background and education background. So anyway, I just thought I would put that out there. So a lot of more truths could be coming out. Unfortunately, this is kind of going to be the way of 2024, is a lot of truths, which is why I talked about cognitive dissonance in my 2024 practical tools video, because when truth gets revealed, we don't want to believe it, right? When you first think about something is not simple, but something as you find out that your partner is having an affair and you're like, no, right? You don't want to believe that that's happening. Or the first time, that you experience another side of a person, you don't want to, your brain can't wrap itself around it, right? And so as a lot of these truths are being revealed, our brains don't want to wrap themselves around it. And so we get into this denial or cognitive dissonance where it's like, damn, I can't believe that really happened, or that person was really a part of it, or whatever. And so just be close to yourself, staying within yourself, having your people who support what you're up to, and have what you're up to be heart-centered, and really coming from a place of passion and a place of love and whatnot, right? So anywho, I hope that makes some sense. Aquarius is very intellectual and airy and that kind of thing. So it also loves to know the goddamn truth, right? Aquarius and Scorpio are like the truth seekers. If you get some Aquarius Scorpios together, you cannot hide shit from us. Speaking from someone from experience. um, so anyway, yeah. So it's a crazy time. It's a good time. It can be a bad time because you may be since that new moon did square the north and the south node, there's a lot of that struggle, or not really struggle, but like contrast between relationships and who you're with and who you're around and who you no longer feel connected to. And who you maybe have to draw some boundary lines with, and some people who you need to maybe entertain having a relationship with. So anyway, let's see what's in the tarot. Of course, the links are below for the 2024 practical tools video. I'm working on my routines and plans for, knowing when I'm actually going to post videos. So I'm continuing to like get adjusted to having my own home for the first time in 5 years. And it's been a thing. Prior to this, I had my own place back in like early 2019 was the last time I had my own place, and that was in Chicago and all that. So, yeah. And I really thought I was going to end up in a warmer climate, and that did not happen. So that's okay. We're working with this. God's got me here for a reason, I'm sure. All right, let's see what's going on in the Star Trek Next Gen Tarot. Find the magnifier on my phone. You'd think I would do this before I start filming. Okay. So we have the Page of Latinum in reverse. Okay, Page of Latinum in reverse. Pages are about curiosity, kind of naivety, young, like kind of maybe even immature. The Page of Latinum in reverse is kind of like you're feeling a little stuck. And the ideas may not be flowing, or the ideas are flowing too fast and you're like overstimulated or overwhelmed by them. That's definitely a possibility with this energy we have going on. So I really feel like this is all about like journal, write it all down, write. Get all the stuff out on paper. Even if it's like minute detail stuff, like if you are, developing a new, well, such in the case, developing a new routine to launch your business, you may have to, write notes for like every piece as part of developing the business or developing the plan, or something like that. So I feel like this is like you're feeling a little stuck, but know that there is a way through it simply by writing down the mundane, the minute details of the process that you are up to. Let's get an oil card, but judging by that Page of Latinum in reverse, Latinum is Pentacles in traditional tarot. I would say Copaiba, get yourself focused. Copaiba is also, if you have like balsam fir oil, FIR, balsam fir oil, or, if you can get out into some trees that might have some fir, like a Douglas fir, or like I said, balsam fir, that kind of thing, but definitely using the grounding techniques, focusing on your root chakra, because things are probably feeling a little insecure. That's okay. We're going to go through a lot of confusion and a lot of weird security things. So really focusing on those lower three chakras, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus chakra, as we move through this year. So let's see what the oils deck has in mind for this moon in Aquarius. Oh, even better, sandalwood. It says unifies body, mind, and spirit. Yeah. So basically what I just said, but sandalwood is kind of a higher frequency oil. I did just add some to a sleep, like a restful blend that I have. I added a bit of sandalwood. Some of these oils you don't even need to particularly use, like you don't need to put them in anything, brew them, diffuse. I always say brew, I'm such a witch. You don't need to necessarily even like diffuse them or anything like that. You can simply inhale the aroma from the bottle of oil. It can be helpful, but the point is that, sandalwood, grounding, unifying your body, really focusing on bringing all of your chakras together. Remember, your root chakra is your security, money, all of those sorts of things. It's your lower back. Your sacral is your creative center. It's your sexual center. Your solar plexus is your power center, your authority center. And a lot of things are coming up and out that are having us question who we have entrusted our authority to. And that's a good indicator of learning to trust your own inner authority. There might be an old video on here, if you scroll back far enough on my YouTube channel, about personal authority. It's something that I used to talk about a lot. When I was coming out of being, coming out of my own victimhood. So anywho, but if you scroll back far enough, you might find something on personal authority. But anyway, so that's what I got for this moon in Aquarius, sun still in Capricorn, January 11th through the 13th. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, share all of the things, continue to support the growth of my channel. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your patience as I move through my own life stuff and whatnot. But I feel like Aquarius season could be really dynamic for me because I'm an Aquarius, and yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a ride. Okay, talk to y'all later.